The mission is quality at any price point. The mission is looking good regardless of your budget. The mission is finding clothes that not just look good on you, but feel good, baby, and really building out a wardrobe that you don't always feel the need to have to shop and buy new things and rebrand and get rid of anything. And that's why I love a good mall day, y'all. We are headed into Zara. As you're watching this, though, I am probably already at New York Fashion Week, but I'm hitting up Zara early because I want to look at what's new in. I love to get inspired. I also saw this yellow sweater that I'm really hoping to see in person, because one thing you already know about me if you've seen any of my other videos, regardless of where I buy from, my pieces last for years. They look good for years, and that's what I want to help you do as well, because that's the most sustainable thing you can do. And if you happen to be new here, I'm Jordan Blackwell, your sustainable materials bestie, former sustainable materials engineer turned lifestyle content creator behind Little Miss JB Style. And I really want you to feel good, because I know what it was like growing up in a small town that did not have access to a bunch of these amazing shopping places, feeling like my wardrobe was dated, the pieces I found just weren't flattering for my body, often wasted so much money buying the wrong things. And so that's really what led to this whole series. And I have an entire playlist where I share, after being a materials engineer for over a decade, how I'm looking at clothes regardless of the price point to find the best, because we don't want to waste our money, and we don't need to be feeling like we need a whole new wardrobe every season, throwing out old clothes just to buy new clothes. We're trying to break that cycle, right? So with that, grab your drinky drink. I'm about to head into the coffee shop to grab mine, and I'm gonna let Jordan from 5 minutes ago run through the outfit because I've taken the feedback, y'all. You want me to dive deeper into what I'm wearing because you like the fits, and then we're gonna head into Zara. Hey boo, it is Jordan from 5 minutes ago, getting into the fit really quickly for you. The sunglasses from Sojo's, ear cuffs are from Soko, and I have my hoop mob earrings. Just something casual because we have this really fun, glorious neckline with the source unknown sweater. Giving just vibey layers, right? Because I have the Borg vest. This is from Fashion Nova, adding that texture on top of the Fashion Nova cargo jeans as well. So chic, right? And then we've just got the nice canvas dunks, something easy to get in and out of, because you already know the goal when we go shopping is to look good because we want to feel good, so we are not inclined to buy things that actually don't look good. They just look better than what we have on. And then two, we also want stuff that's easy to get on. And often, we're trying to be easy in the fitting room because you want to make sure you have a good pair of pants to style your tops with. And then, of course, something easy on top when you are trying on pants. Again, just to give you a full effect, because that is where I used to go wrong all the time. And please take a lesson from me. I get it. We're going to the mall. It's casual. It's chill. But sometimes that's how we end up wasting our money, is ooh, because this looks better than my leggings and my sweatshirt, which there's nothing wrong with that, girl. You look good. But because what I just put on looks better than that, I now have triggered my brain into thinking, ooh, we should buy this because this looks cute, when really it just looks better than what we have on. So this is why we do get dressed up for everyday occasions. So let's hop back to Future J and head into Zara. Got a little bit distracted when I saw this dress in Anthropology, y'all. Because in case you didn't know, I actually opened my doors to consulting for helping not just creatives but businesses figure out the right content to make to really make an impact. So one of my clients is flying me out to St. Thomas, and I feel like that might deserve a little number to add to the closet. I am obsessed. Y'all, look. Very much already here for these barrel jeans. Okay, there really is a resurgence of these FUBU tracksuits. What are your thoughts on this? Because I am very much mixed on what's happening here. conceptually loving the dual button-ups, but I also feel like we can do that ourselves. If you happen to miss the last Zara try-on, that fur coat, y'all, go ahead and skip that. It looks cute, don't get me wrong, but for the price point, it literally makes 0 sense. Keeping in mind when you're looking at pattern pieces, you want to make sure the pattern actually lines up. So for looking at this pocket right here, they actually did a really good job of making sure that the pattern stayed solid throughout, which just gives a higher quality look to any piece at any price point. I know that items like this feel tempting. It's like, okay, I'm getting a dupe version, but literally you're getting something super cheap. And one of the things when it comes to faux leather, I really am feeling how sturdy it physically is, y'all, because this really flimsy plastic that you're getting, that's just more likely to rip. And that also means because it's easy to move, that top coat layer is going to easily scratch and crack in no time. So you're honestly wasting your money when it comes to, I would say, purses specifically, right? This jacket, y'all, I am very much obsessed with the style. It's classic, it's so easy, but what I love is they have the mohair, this faux fur action. That just makes it more fun and makes it less boring. And I feel like, again, that's something you're going to get a lot of wear out of. Now, what I really do love about this, give me 2 seconds. Y'all see how the inside is lined, okay? Please look for stuff that is lined on the inside because that is so much higher quality. It's gonna last you a lot longer and that can be easily repaired. If you are not into the bubble style jacket I just showed you, this is a really great alternative that's more clean cut and absolutely going to be stylish for years to come. Especially, y'all know I'm all about the hardware, and when there is gold hardware, that means that a little bit more money has been spent because usually silver is the cheaper option, and so that's what brands will do. But the gold, yeah, y'all, this is definitely an alternative I would recommend as well. A note on these corset blazers, I will not lie, the one that I got last season was really good. These ones are giving kind of cheap. Like when you go ahead and touch the fabric and look at the material, again, when it comes to blazers, you want structure. So you're looking for whether or not it's actually retaining that structure. Like the corset details look like it's retaining structure, but when I touch it, so you see how the material itself drapes and it's falling really fast? That means it's not retaining its shape, like it's not a stiffer material, and this blazer is more likely going to not be as structured as you're thinking it's going to be. So just keep that in mind. We are starting off strong. What? Look at this. Okay, this is a size medium. I actually think I could size down. This is giving like my cool dad's sweater, right? I really think that a small would be even cuter. You still would get that oversized fit, but I'm just loving the plaid and the colorway of this. And it is 43% acrylic. We're gonna get into like the makeup and things like that for those of you who are trying to be on this polyester free journey. I hear you, and the struggle can be very real. So this I really love. I just love the fit, I love the color, and for the price point I feel like it definitely does make sense. Like I said, I knew this was gonna be good, y'all. This is such a versatile top, especially with the cream color. This is so fun. I'm in a size small and it's giving so cute. And I also imagine how this will transition into the springtime as well, and of course you can run it back in the fall, and depending where you live, good for winter. I would say not a Michigan winter because y'all know we be getting like 2 degrees, but right, short torso girlies, I know you're gonna feel me on this. It's like, I want to love you, I wanna love you, but the length of this is my only beef, to be honest. And I did grab this other sweater just to give you a comparison, again, like the little details and how much of a difference it makes in terms of looking luxurious, because this thick cable detailing plus these really bigger golden buttons does make this feel way more luxurious than this other option, which is kind of ribbed. It still has the gold buttons, but it's just right, it's just not giving what it needs to give. So like, I want to love this, but I feel like they just don't have it in a length that's gonna work for my body, and that's always what I'm keeping in mind as well. Obviously, on top of what it feels like is of course how I'm liking it with what I'm wearing, and I love the color. They have some great colors, like it's so close. Obsessed does not even begin to cover this because pleat fronts can be really complicated no matter your body shape, but especially if you are like pear-shaped, if you have some tum, like this could be difficult. But y'all, I'm in a size small, and these are giving. I can get low, the Jordan drop. It passes the test. Like, then you gotta do a quick little karate kick, Justin. You gotta stay ready, right? Like, For the girlies who want to be casual and cool, they have these balloon sweatpants. I am fairly obsessed because one, I love that they do not have the drawstring at the waistband. When I say I'm very much over that, I hate having to hide the strings because it just like gets in the way of the look. The only thing I'm unsure of is, I don't know if y'all ever watched SNL, but I need more cowbell. Like, I just feel like I need just a little bit more ballooning to happen. I'm in a medium. And again, these are so comfortable. Like, these I would make as an easy swap for my workwear, because who's gonna guess that these are like sweats? Like, they're so good and they're so comfy, and you could easily dress this up. And the price point is really good for these. Like, did I just find a pair of denim at Zara that actually does not suck? Okay, because the barrel is barreling. Personally, I'm not sure I love the wash, but it comes in a couple other washes. I think there is black and a lighter wash as well. I'm wearing a size 8, which is up from my normal size. There is a little bit of gapping, but like, we can, Cause again, y'all know, your girl gotta break it down. She gonna dance on the dance floor regardless, so her clothes have to work. A moment for the Anthropologie dress, y'all. I really love having Anthropologie in store, and it really does make me wish that Free People did their layouts and their like merchandising better. I had a friend who used to work in the luxury side of Somerset and would literally deal with merchandising all day, and it's just like so frustrating to know that y'all have these cute products and these products that I would buy, but they're not in the store for me to try. I'm definitely a let me go into the store first kind of person, y'all. Again, it's the materials engineer. We gotta touch it. We gotta feel it. I gotta move. I gotta groove. Because, again, I don't know about you, but that, like, thought process of, dear God, I need to return something and make it to the post office and all of... I don't want to stress about that, but I want to hear your thoughts about the finds real quick. They were good, right? They were good. Okay, getting into these Zara finds, and I did want to make a quick note as we are seeing this shift in conversation around, obviously, understanding what our materials are made of. Y'all know I've preached about this through my channel, so I'm not going to get too in-depth, but just talking quickly about polyester. For a lot of you who are on the no polyester train, this is going to be a hard one, and I'm going to be honest. And the reason that we are all struggling to find affordable cotton non-polyester pieces is like that was the issue to begin with. Like, the reason that polyester has made its way into so many of our clothing items now and has taken over in that way is because cotton was not always affordable. Cotton still is not very much affordable. Same with real wool, same with silk. Those items were considered more luxury materials. They were not affordable for everybody. So that's one of the big reasons that polyester took over. And the other point I do want to make is, again, obviously the bad thing is it doesn't break down, but from a lot of businesses' perspective, I just want to give this consideration, again, having worked in the industry, that because polyester didn't break down, it made it more durable, which meant your pieces lasted longer. So you were getting more bang for your buck, and it was more affordable. So just give a little bit of grace, because that was definitely a consideration. It wasn't that like companies were 100% being cheap. They were also thinking about, again, long-term use of the pieces, because again, you're putting your clothes on every single day. So please keep in mind, I will make a note on the screen if something is majorly polyester or if it is less polyester, just for those of you who are being mindful about that. I have not personally had health issues around polyester, but I do know that it is becoming more and more of a concern for a lot of women as having those kinds of issues and health issues. So just want to make sure that, I'm aware, like, again, I keep my pulse on what's happening in terms of like materials and sustainability and all that stuff. But I like to yap about on the channel here. So if that is the kind of content you enjoy seeing, again, learning a little bit more than just what's out there, but really understanding, again, how to be shopping intentionally, especially when you're not trying to waste your money, you're trying to buy quality at any price point, hit that subscribe button. That's exactly what I share here in all areas of life, travel, fashion, beauty, and of course, just some everyday life living in the Metro Detroit and getting into the Zara finds. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna lie. The jackets got me. Like, this plaid jacket in the medium, I fought tooth and nail. Like, I don't need anything right now. And I'm very good about that. I will say, like, don't get me wrong, an impulse buy will get me. But I really do like to be mindful about where these pieces are going to serve. But as you saw with all the pieces I tried on, it worked really, really well. It was so versatile. And I think what I'm mixed about is the size, because I feel like I got some arms, y'all. I be lifting. Y'all know if you watch the vlogs, I be at the home gym. So my arms are a little bit on the buff side. So the medium felt a little bit snug, that I'm afraid if I size down to a small, it would become uncomfortable. But the length of the small, I feel like, would give more of the vibes I'm going for. Still a little bit oversized in this upper region, giving kind of just that off-duty cool look that I'm loving right now, but then just the right crop to go with a lot of the pieces. I will say I loved this. I think the price point made a lot of sense. The other thing that a lot of people are not talking about that I do want to highlight for you, and I'm not going to dive too deep because it's its own video, but also look at where the clothes are manufactured. Like, that's the other thing I am considering, not just the material, but where it's manufactured, because that combo pack does say a lot about the quality and what the price point should kind of be, all things considered. So keep that in mind. I might do some cliff notes in the description just really quick, but again, that would be such a long video. Won't even get into it. Then this cream mohair jacket. That almost came home too. That almost came home too because, again, the versatility on that and the fit on that is perfect. And like I said, the lining is what I love to look at in those pieces. This is 100% polyester. So that's just something to keep in mind. An option for some of you who are struggling. What's nice about lined items is that you could go ahead and get that relined at your tailor with a cotton material if like that's what you wanted to do. Just something to consider. Again, I know that can be on the pricier side. Understanding, again, unfortunately, just buying more cotton and all of those things, it is going to come at a higher price tag, which means, of course, less consumption, which isn't a bad thing. It is slowing us down and I think making us have a little bit more intentionality, which y'all know, again, that's what I stand for. That's how we're going to build a wardrobe you love and looks good. So keep that in mind. Then for the cropped red sweater, I really wanted to love it. I really did. But the length, y'all know my short torso girlies. I'm 5'6", so I'm average height. But I just have the shortest of torsos. It's literally like rib cage, dip straight into the hips. Like there's no torso action really happening for me. So it's so hard to find good cropped tops, and I'm so specific, and that's what I'm going to also impart on you. Like, please, girl, please, look, I'm gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna hold your hand. If it does not sit exactly how you want it to sit, especially when it comes to knitwear, put it back, because that's so hard to get tailored. Like a regular jersey crop top, a regular button up, yes, like a tailor can fix that easy, but like knitwear, the length is the length is the length and you're stuck with it. So I'm very, very picky about those things, and I urge you to think about that too, because that really does make or break your outfits. Like if you're ever recreating outfits and you're like, it's just not hitting, 9 times out of 10, it's probably where your pieces are starting and stopping. And while it may match the girly you're trying to copy, it's not right for your body shape, right? Like that's just one of the things I had to learn the hard way. Like, baby, I'm like, I literally am putting this on, the pieces land where it's landed on her, and I'm like, it's the body. The body is definitely sold separately, like, and I just have to make adjustments. So keep that in mind, like, as you are looking at pieces as well. Getting into the pants, y'all, these tailored pants, I'm in love. Like, at first I was on the fence about the length because I generally like longer pants. But these, the way that it just creased right at my sneaker, it looks so good. So good. And this is one of those easy elevated basics you always hear me talk about. I always talk about how good an elevated basic is going to be for updating your wardrobe. That's both affordable and wearable and gives you, again, just a more modern, tailored, edgier look than just wearing the basic version of the pants, right? So this, I imagine, even with just like a basic white tee and then just like some cool sambas or something, you're out the door. For me, like an elevated asymmetric top, these pants, especially like in the summer, because they were pretty breezy in the summer with like some sandals. Again, out the door, looking good, looking amazing. Like those were a good one, and for the price point, I honestly wasn't mad too. I think they were under $50. So that to me makes solid sense because I can see myself wearing those for the 9 to 5 and then for the weekend, and which is something that, again, cost per wear should definitely be top of mind as you are shopping. Like, realistically, how often are you wearing this piece, and does that then justify paying more for it because you're going to wear it more often versus if I'm not wearing it as much, I don't feel the need to pay as much because I'm not going to get as much wear out of it. So something to keep in mind. And then the balloon sweatpants. The balloon sweat, look, I'm obsessed with all things balloon pants. I don't care. Because to me, this is something that's going to be true to my style. And I urge you to think about that, right? Like, yes, something may be trending now, but the way that it becomes stylish and your style and forever and not a trend is just your choice to continue to wear it after it's out of style. Because a lot of these pieces still look good, even though they're not on trend. So for me, balloon pants I really love, and the idea of the sweatpants. Just again, so cool, so fun, and something different. I really foresee this for my 9 to 5. Like I could definitely get away with wearing that to my office with like a cinched blazer over top, right? So you just have that comfy bottoms, the cinched blazer, and then if you need to wear heels, throw on some heels if you can get away with sneakers. Like this again, dressed down, I have this asymmetric top I just got from Pretty Little Thing that I am obsessed with. And that with the balloon pants, again, like some sandals in the summer or some sneakers, just easy, elevated, looking good. Again, that minimal effort, maximum impact I love to have in my looks. Like I don't want to have to rely on a bunch of crazy colors. I don't want to have to rely on a bunch of like clashing, or you know what I mean. I really just like mixing those textures and really bringing the outfit together in that way. So this felt like a really fun, again, another elevated basic that you could just get away and wear with. And speaking of the balloon jeans, like I have a whole video on jeans from Zara, and I'm gonna do an updated one as they start to roll in their actual jean selection, probably around the springtime. So make sure, again, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, go ahead and like click that now so you don't miss that video, because I'm the unofficial denim guru girly, okay? Like I have a whole playlist laid out of all the different brands, like bestsellers, what I look for, how to really find good jeans that last, again, because if my stuff is like deteriorating after 1 to 2 years, I don't care how much I pay for it, I'm gonna be upset. Even if it was inexpensive, I'll be upset, right? But these jeans, so good. I can move, I can groove. I had to size up. I'm in a size 8 in these, and typically I'm a 6. And there was a little bit of gapping, which again, my pear-shaped shoulders with the booty in the back with a little dumpy on a, you know who you are. You know who you are. Favored, highly favored. But also cursed when it comes to to finding jeans specifically, because of that just like sturdier material, and of course them being more cotton than anything else. So these I really loved. I felt like these ballooned in a good way, and I call it breaking, when like your pants meet the shoe and you get that little bit of crease in the pants. That's like where it breaks, is kind of like the term that they use. I like the way that these broken, don't know how to actually use her yet, but I like the way that the pants fell and met with my shoes in just like a fun way. I think, again, those are little details that we often overlook and really like take you from being someone who is, again, just buying things, having those pieces that they look okay, to like, dang, those pieces, girl, you must put it on, show to your 10, right? Like, it's literally the littlest details that will make, one, the biggest difference in terms of quality and how long your clothes last, and then two, how well they look and work for you to put together and serve like looks, even when you're trying to be casual. And I think like that, especially when it comes to jeans, is what's so important. Like those details when it comes to jeans, because you are casual and you know you're trying to give that effortless, cool girl casual look, you gotta pay attention to those details. Like that's, baby, that's the sauce. Like if you take away anything from the video, like that's the sauce. You really need to be paying attention not just to the material itself and the construction, which if that's something you're interested in learning more about, let me know in the comments, actually. Like if there's some of the things and concepts I'm throwing at you that you're like, hey, actually a full video on this would be so helpful. I know I kind of gloss over a lot because it's something I've done for so long, that I know that sometimes I just make the mistake of like, oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you may not. So please never like hesitate to let me know, like, hey Jordan, you mentioned this and I don't know what that means, because girl, I had to learn it too, and I had a lot of moments that were humbling, like I have no idea, even though I have my degree and my master's degree in engineering, I have no idea what that means. Like it's okay, like even experts need help and don't know every single thing, right? So please, again, this is a information sharing space, and that's why we be a little more yappy over here, because I like to be well informed, because when I'm well informed, I shop better, I waste less money, I look better, I feel better, and what? It's always in my budget to live the life I'm trying to live, okay? So because there was a lot of tips to share in Zara, I'm actually going to split up. Usually y'all know I do Zara and H&M together, but we're going to do H&M another day, because I actually just discovered that the Great Lakes Mall also has a cotton on. I don't know if you've ever heard of this brand, but I have been eyeing up like from around the way, like their pieces. And I'm so excited to have an actual store location because, again, I love to be able to see it in person and get that feel in person before trusting the brand enough to buy it online. So y'all, that is what we are gonna do probably in like a week or two, because I will be recovering from New York Fashion Week. And then we do have the client work that I'm doing in St. Thomas. So all of which, of course, will be covered here on the channel as well. So I really hope that you found this helpful. All the information of, again, what I look for when I'm shopping, spending my money, because we aren't wasting money. We want to, again, have a wardrobe that grows with us, looks good for years, instead of wanting to throw out all the clothes every single year and needing to buy new stuff every single year. That's what we're trying to avoid. Again, shop as you shop. I'm not bashing you if, like, again, you a fashionaholic, you a shopaholic, girly. We just want to be mindful shopaholics. That's the goal over here, is just mindfully making sure we're not throwing our money just at anything. And if you found this video helpful, I have an entire playlist of my other try-ons with other brands to help you become even more of a pro at shopping and making sure that you are not wasting your money. You're getting quality at every price point. And what? Not just looking good, because baby, we gonna look good, but feeling good. So thank you so much for watching this video, and let's hang out more over there.